Hi guys, this is Karina. So I am back with another video tutorial on my template 41. So template 41 has been out for almost 2 years, but just recently I noticed, for one, when I did my template overview, that template 41 never received a video tutorial. But I also came upon this other lily photo that I see on Google Images. It was this beautiful white lily that I was like, oh my goodness, I have to recreate her. You guys know that I love being inspired by other flowers. So I just wanted to give her a go. And I wanted to share with you guys how I went about it. So if you're interested in the template, you can find this template at www.ariellesedesigns.com. Make sure though, guys, that you click on catalog, because the first page that you see is my feature page, which pretty much are like my most my top seller of templates. But if you click on catalog, that will take you to the different pages, and I believe I have about, I believe it's 6 pages, and she is found on page 3. She comes in PDF format along with hard copy, and the PDF will explain to you it's just the template, pretty much, like it'll all separate it by sizes, because it does come in 7 different sizes. So for each lily, it's going to come with 2 petals, which, let me show you right here. This is pretty much what the template looks like. It comes with 2 petals, and in the PDF I do separate them, like I said, and I will tell you this is to make the 5-inch, the 9-inch, so on. And if you order the hard copy, I do the same things, guys. I separate it for you guys just so it makes it easy. Now, I do have a saved highlight story on my Instagram at Ariel Lease Designs that I pretty much as well talk you guys through the template, explain it, how it came about it, if you want to refer to that. I just know that some of you are more of a visual, they like to see it more, so which is why I was like, well, let me give you guys a video for her. So for this template, like I said, you'll be able to make a 5-inch, a 7-inch, a 9-inch, 11-inch, 13-inch, a 15-inch, and a 17-inch. Now, this is roughly, because depending on how you space and all that, your lily, the size could vary. It can be a little bit more inches or less, but roughly that's pretty much how mine come about. Now, with the template too, you do receive also 3 circles for your bases. So for today, we are going to be making this cutie right here, which she is roughly around 7 inches. Okay. So this is, again, what the template looks like. You're going to have a thinner petal, and you're going to have your wider petal. So for this one, I'm going to get my 7-inch petals, and I am also going to be using the smallest circle, the base. So pretty much how you assemble this one, guys, you are going to assemble the rest, but just obviously your larger petals. I mean, obviously you're not going to be using the smallest base, you're going to be using the larger base, but I'm not going to go much into that. If you want to see which petals go with the bases, refer to that saved Instagram highlight story on my Instagram at Ariel Lease Designs. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to put her to the side. So I do have my petals prepped, guys, just because again, I don't want to bore you guys with that. But I have 2 here that I'm going to show you how to prep them. So you will need 3 of each, and then just trace 1 of your circles. Okay. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but my lily kind of has a little bit of that green tint. So, and again, because she was inspired, if you want to see the flower that inspired her, I do have it on my Instagram feed, if you want to take a look. So I am using what's called pan pastels. It's this beautiful powdery, I don't even know what you would call it, but it's just, it gives it a beautiful color to your paper. So I did purchase this off from Michael's website. And then with these, you're going to need what they're called soft tools. Pretty much to me, they look like makeup sponges. But I did find these on Amazon, and they're called, I believe the brand is called Soft Tools, and it comes with a different variety of sizes of sponges. So pretty much what you're going to do, guys, now, this is optional, but if you want to get that effect of these lilies, pretty much what you're going to do is you're just going to dab it a little bit, your sponge into the pan pastel, and then you're just pretty much on the bottom, just give it that little green tint, okay? Hopefully it's coming up on camera. But again, this is an option, but if you want to give your flowers a little bit of life, that is an option they can do. And I know they come in an assortment of colors, okay? So what you're going to need, obviously your templates, glue gun. I am using my SureBonder mini detailed glue gun. I love this one when working with smaller flowers. You're going to need scissors. I am using my Carbo titanium. You guys know I am obsessed with these. I did purchase these I did purchase at Walmart at their store, but you can also find these on Amazon. I had to order another pair because one of my kids lost the other one, but I found it. But I know Amazon also has them. A pencil. You are going to need a wooden dowel, just because this is you're going to have to give all your petals a slight curl at the top, okay? Wooden dowels can also be found at any craft store, guys. This one was purchased at Target. It was a variety pack of different wooden sized dowels for under $2. All right, enough chatting. So let's get started with how to assemble the actual flower. So I have two of the petals here that I'm going to share with you guys how to prep them. So like I said, curl them, and then we are going to give them a slight little cut. We don't want it up too high, because with the lily flowers, if you notice, they're kind of standing up more, which is what I want with this lily flower. So in order to achieve that, we need to just cut a small little slit, and then we're going to add a dot of glue, and then you are going to cross them. And do you see how that petal is standing? Because if we did a slit higher, then the petal would fall more, and that's not what we want. We want these petals to stand. Do you see that? Let me show you again with the other one. Just a small little cut, dot of glue, cross it, just like that. Super simple. All right, so like I said, you need 3 of each of the petals. So for each size, you're going to receive 2 petals, guys. All right, get your circle. You are going to start off with these first. You're going to add a dot of glue, go to the center, and you're going to glue the first petal. Dot of glue. So pretty much we're going to do this in a 3 triangular form. There's a second petal, and here is the third petal. Can you see that? Just like that. That's what we want. So now we're going to glue the other petals. So here's the next size. Glue, and then go in between, just like that. Grab the next one, glue, glue in between. Your last one, glue, go in between, and voila, guys, that's it. Super easy, right? Super easy. Now again, with the curling of your petals, I mean, it's up to you how you want to curl them. That's an option. I just like to go give them all a curl back, but up to you if you want to alternate some, you know, inwards, some outwards. That is up to you. Now for the center. So I did use my Cricut machine for this center. So let me share with you guys. So it is 2 images that I used to achieve this look, because at the lily that I was looking at had like these frillies, and then it had obviously your typical standard lily center. So I was like, how can I recreate this? So I used two images, like I said, from Cricut. Now, if you don't have the Cricut machine, guys, you if you refer to my saved highlight story on my Instagram for template 41, I do share with you guys an alternative of a center that requires only scissors. Okay, so if you want to refer to that, you can go to that saved highlight stories. So this is what the image looks like, guys. So this is obviously the lily, pretty much standard lily center. Now, what I did with this is that I pretty much, things you have around the house, crayon. So I just wanted to give the stamen a little bit of color. So I was just, wrong color. So I was just coloring the center with a crayon. Another, I mean, again, option, up to you. And with this one, I used actually my pan pastels. Again, this is inspired by the flower that I seen that the middle part was colored in green. So I just gave it a little dab with my pan pastel. And then along with this image right here. Now, so let's talk about the images. Which images? So I purchased, is from the cartridge from Cricut called, I believe it's called 3D Floral. 3D Floral or 3D Flowers. So this image right here was called Pine Needles, and it actually had two images. Okay, so this is called Pine Needles. This is what the image is called. So pretty much I just sized it down. So this one right here, these little cuties are about 1.5 in height. Okay. This image is called Lily. Okay, and it's also from the same cartridge, but I'm sure if you search in your images, search images and type in Lily, I'm sure it will show up along with this one called Pine Needles. Okay, so again, Pine Needles, Lily, and it's from the cartridge of the 3D Florals. So, how to assemble. Oh, and if you're wondering, I did stretch her out to roughly around 3 inches, okay? So you are going to start with this side right here because this is what we want in the center. So you're going to start rolling. Just like that. Grab your glue. Okay. Now, grab your pine needle images and you are just going to glue these around. And I did use 2. Up to you if you just want to use 1 or if you want to use more or if you don't want to use it at all. That is all up to your preference. Again, this was just an image that I had seen that I just really wanted to recreate. And voila. Just gonna, you are working with hot glue, guys, so just be aware because obviously those fingers are gonna get a little burn. All right, so I am all done, and then I just like to separate these, get them a little funky along with these, open them up. Again, all to your liking. Grab that flower of yours, add some glue, and then glue her down in the center. Hold for a couple of seconds. And you are all done. And then pretty much here, you know, play with the center how you want it. But that's pretty much it, guys. And you're all done with your lily flower. So again, this is template 41. And again, you will be able to make various sizes. Now, for the center, obviously, you're going to have to resize, guys, the centers to go accordingly with your flower size. So pretty much it's just going to be a little guessing game. My recommendation, typically what I do to help me to figure out what size of a center is, I like to get my measuring tape and then just measure height wise, and then roughly, you know, I kind of take a guess where I want it. So for this image right here, the lily image, obviously I want this a little bit taller than the pine needles image. So again, it's going to be something that you're just going to have to play around with, guys. But once you get it done, you know, just save it and you'll have that image ready to go. But again, I just wanted to share with you guys the name of the images that I use. Okay, as you can see, it's not hard at all, super simple, and it's super cute. And like my mom said, she's like, oh, these would be great for like weddings. My mother-in-law said the same thing, which yeah, lilies, you know, it's a big staple for weddings. So I can totally envision these in a backdrop for a wedding. Geez, now I want to make a lily backdrop. All right, guys, so if you have any questions, go ahead. You can message me on my Instagram at Arielise Designs. You can DM me, or you can also reach me my email, which is at arielisedesigns@gmail.com. So you can also message me there if you have any questions. And I don't think I mentioned to you guys, which I'm so sorry, but it's just because you guys know this is cardstock, guys. So this is 65-pound weight cardstock in white, and this is actually from Michaels. Okay, the cardstock is from Michaels. Typically, I mentioned this at the beginning, but I completely slipped my mind. So yes, I am using 65-pound cardstock weight. Can you use different weights? Absolutely. You can use text weight. And you can also use thicker cardstock if you want, cover stock. But I will say though, I don't really recommend text weight for your larger flowers, but I do recommend it for your smaller ones. Why? Because, you know, at least cardstock, it's a little bit thicker, so it gives it, you know, some weight. But when you're using with text weight, guys, it's very lightweight. So what will happen is that your petals will droop. Okay, so, and that's why I'm saying with text weight, it's just for larger flowers, I don't really recommend it. But if you're dealing with smaller flowers, it definitely works, okay? So tag me if you give this template a go. If you have other templates of mine, tag me. You guys know that I love to see what you do. And I also love sharing your guys' work with my followers as well on Instagram. So yeah, I will chat with you guys later. Bye.